You cut it up in the headphones though, bro? Right there. Dear summer, don't take no more lies from us. Album and mixtape done, got a surprise for him. Free back in the lab and he bring it right back. Freedom Thinkers Academy, Philly's new rap pack. We do it for the field, hit us all on your heels. If you don't respect the city, pretty soon you will. We them Broad Street bullies always down for a fight. Catch 'em right, since Cool C had the glamorous life. You amateur night, caught in the hype. Can't get far with them weak ass bars. Hope your beats is nice, these streets is like trap in the maze. Trapped on the corner, couple of warrants got you stuck in the days. Public defender can't defend you, stuck in the cage. Rappers wanna face off like Nicolas Cage. Unleashing my rage, dangerous like MJ's album. I walking through Kensington Beach. You don't know the streets, thinking the sun wouldn't rise. What was they problems? Had to shake off the fleas, niggas be trying leech. Not the rappers you representing from way back. They got their heart took, never got their chain back. Double barrel shotgun, bet you we can aim that. Connects give us discounts, you know we can swing that. Free give mini juice, always cherish that. Thinking they gon' harm, I ain't really hearing that. FTA on me, you should be a fear of that. Run through a Marilax, deep shit kiddo. Tech with the muffle, no hospital. Shots just riddle, on my block drop weight like Lizzo.
Hey, yo, this SB Twizz, the Hood blogger, man. You already know how I carry it, man. Today, I got a very special guest, man. My brother, man, son of the 215. One of the Uptown finest, man. You dig what I'm saying? He been working, bro. And I've been paying attention, and I know the streets been paying attention, man. But neither here nor there, man. Son of 215, bro. What's up with you?
Hey man, listen, man. I'm glad to be sitting down with the Hood blogger, man. First, I gotta give you salutes, man. Everything you got going on, you killing the IG, you killing the tube. Every time I go on there, my man got some new content, holding the streets down. Of course, he holding Uptown down. That's without a doubt. But
Definitely.
He holding the whole city down. He tapping into the whole culture around the globe. So. You know what I mean? It was inevitable, man. I had to get on here and talk my talk and sit down with the Hood blogger, you dig? So I appreciate you, Twizz.
Man, I appreciate you, man. It's an honor to have you on the platform. You know what I'm saying? And we just gonna get in straight into it, bro. I gotta take it to the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
You know, how was it growing up? You know what I'm saying? First, before I even do that, you know, we rap up top and all of that.
Yes, sir.
You know, let the people know, you know what I'm saying, you know, where you from and everything, and give a little background of that.
No doubt. Well, listen, man, I'm representing the backside, man. We call it the backside. Well, that's what I call it. You know what I mean? A lot of people start calling it that after I gave it that name, but the backside would be Mount Airy. Now, I got ties all over Uptown, you know what I mean? My grandfather lived on Woodlawn Street back Somerville. So I spent a lot of nights and summers back there. You know what I'm saying? I lived on Grant Street back West Oak Lane. You know what I mean? My wifey from back West Oak Lane, 66, 20th and all that. Like, so I spent a lot of time back there. You know what I mean? I grew. Actually, when I was born, I came home from the hospital. We was living on Temple Road, back off of Wadsworth Avenue. Got my first cut, Fred's Heads and all that. And Cedarbrook Plaza days and all that, you know? And so, you know, I'm all over the town, man. I've been all over, but when I hopped off the porch, when I really, you know, stepped off the porch and started to, you know, find my own way, I was on Rugby Street, back Mount Airy, Rugby and Upsall, man. If y'all ever know, shout out Miss Dolly's, man, a good Muslim sister store right there on Rugby and Upsall. You can't miss it, right there with an 18 stop at, you know. That's where we was at. That's where we was marching and reloading, Finley Playground and all that. You know, Shawhan Mall, you know what I mean? Gilbert Street, Ogons, Vernon Road, you know, all that, man. You know, that's my ends. But, you know, all of Uptown, man. You know what I mean? That shit in my skin. You know what I'm saying? Tatted in my skin, you know, Uptown born and raised. So that's where everything started at, man. That's where everything started, up top.
That's heavy, man. And one thing I always talk about on the channel is, you know, us being from up top, shout out to the whole Philly first and foremost, but
No
we
doubt.
gonna keep it a stack. We from the same era.
Come
And
on.
it was a point in time where, you know, people looked at Up Top like, you know, we wasn't getting into stuff or we wasn't active. You know, can you let the people know, you know, how it was growing up? You know what I'm saying?
And you know, not to hop off topic, but this is what drew me to my man platform. Like, he keep it all the way a beam. He know his history, he know what he talking about. I'm glad you said that, Twizz. Like, you know, so I break it down like this. It's crazy because I threw a little post up on the gram earlier. It's like eras to the whole Philly thing, man. You got the golden era, you know what I mean? Of course, with the Cool C's and Steady and Will and all them. You know what I'm saying? Then you got that VHS era, that mixtape street era where you got your early Beanie Siegel and your Spades and your Figures and Ice City and Free and Petey and all them. And then came that DVD era. So being from Uptown, you know, when we first got our hands on the DVDs, and I even say the VHS tapes, you know, we was at all, like, they was giving up. North was giving it up. And you know, West Philly, Southwest, everybody was getting into it. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, as far as it go, when it come to Uptown, we gonna keep it a grand. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of people felt as though Uptown is like, you know, because we got the grass and the driveways and the trees, and we a little fly up here. We talk a little different. You know what I mean? Our females might be a little bit bougie, don't come outside too much and like that. You know what I mean? They felt like, you know, oh man, we ain't really had nothing to say, but little do they know, man, you was getting ready to get the resurgence of cats like Chic and Vodka, who came through like a tornado, you know what I'm saying, and destroyed the DVD scene. You know what I'm saying? You had cats like, you know, some of my favorite guys. I remember MP. If y'all remember MP, monster. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Black De Niro on them. They was giving it up. You know what I mean? You had Cassidy. A lot of people don't know Cassidy was Uptown. Right? Lime Kiln Pike and Providence. He said, through Lime Kiln Pike, I'm like a celebrity there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So, you know, myself, you know what I'm saying? Shout out my man Uptown Dame. He was carrying it. You had Shy Money, you know what I'm saying? 74th and all. It was a lot of cats Uptown. You know, we had to fight a little extra harder. We had to go a little extra harder. We had to show our teeth a little bit more because we had a little bit something more to prove. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like once Meek came through and really said, you know, I run my city from South Philly back to Uptown. Yeah. That's when everybody was like, award. You know what I'm saying? Meek let it be known he was running through Uptown. So I guess it is. But, you know, I mean, even on some gangster shit, man, you can, you know, I'm a reader. Like, if you ever read the Black Brothers Inc., the story about the original JBM, I'm talking about first, the original Black Mafia. They was running through Uptown crazy. Bro, you know what I'm saying? Bro, you hit it on the nose. And that's another thing that has shocked me a lot from growing up. I'm like, damn, do they not know who Aaron Jones was? You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, man, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like history, you know. Mark Casey and JC and all them dudes, you know what I'm saying? 70s and 80s guys, you know what I mean? And, you know, even musically, a lot of legendary people come from Uptown. You know, back when you had one of the stylistics. I lived next door when I was a young buck. You know, Bell had a crib back Mount Airy that everybody knew about, legendary crib. It's crazy you said that because I remember I was with my mom one day and we was back Lincoln Fried. I think it's Crown Fried now, but you know, back in the day up chewing show and that joint was Lincoln Fried Chicken. And I remember my mom was going crazy, like, you know, he with the stylistics and all of that. So that's heavy you said that. Yeah, shout out the Jungle, man. Shout out back to Jungle, man. But a lot of legendary people and, you know, things went on Uptown. So us Uptown guys, we was always proud to be from up top. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We was always proud of that. And not for nothing, you know, being from Uptown, you know what I mean? You automatically got that stigma. We know we getting money. You know what I mean? We about getting paper. You know and we don't get it fucked up. Niggas can rumble, niggas will bust they gat, niggas cars, niggas can hoop, niggas can do the sports things, niggas bitches and all that. But niggas was about getting paper, you know what I mean? At a young age, you know.
Yeah, 16, 17. You know, we was pieces, LeSaves, all that type time. That was our era growing up. You did what I'm saying?
Extra hustlers, any legendary hustler would tell you, like, Uptown, we invented the phone. You know what I'm saying? We invented the trap phone in the city. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't too much. You know, we play blocks up here, but it's like it ain't that 24/7 block work, because, you know, it's a lot of, you know, people up here that's you know, you might got a police commissioner living up here, or so the neighbors is always. So we said we get the trap phone buzzing. Plus, you know, we 10-15 minutes from the county. And have a county player that down 600. I stack with you. You feel me?
Be out Willard Grove in 10 minutes.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Shoot right up Washington Lane. You right up that joint.
Back in the hood, I cut the phone off. I'm good. I'm laid by play for the day.
Too late.
It's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, right.
Down, man. It's listen, man. I got ties all over the city, but I would never. It's no place like home, man. It's no place like, man. I love the town, man, and the town love me, man. I put a lot of work uptown, especially with the bars, man. So you know what I mean. That it was always. You know, it was always about Uptown for me, man. And plus our era, like, remember, we coming up, we coming to age, you know what I mean? If the DVD era started in, let's say, 2000, I'm graduating high school 2003, coming out 04. So, you know what I mean? We just coming to age. We just get ready to, it wasn't none of this. It wasn't no social media, none of that.
None of that.
The work you put in, it was all word of mouth. So like, if you was really buzzing, if you was really popping, you know what I'm saying? If you got on a DVD, or you was known in your hood for, yo, this one of the hottest boys in the hood, you was really putting in work. You know what I'm saying? It was no room to just be like, yo, I do this, I do that. Or I can't create no page. You had to show it. You had to prove that. You had to really, and the battle, even the battle game was different. A month or two, it was on site. You know what I'm saying? It was on site. Outbar me. You know, outbar me. That's how we was giving it up. So great time to be alive uptown, man. And, you know, I feel like now in the city, they got a lot of respect for us uptown, Twizz. They know how we carry it. They know how we carry it.
Facts. That's a fact. And we definitely gonna get into the battle era and all that and everything. But just like you said, it was a lot different back then. Somebody might be like, oh yeah, son of the 215, he got that joint jumping around there. You think your man hot, come holler at my man, and then you go spin around there and you come on that block, it's 60 niggas out that joint. And then who you about to stand in front of? It might be Meek out that joint. It might, you know what I'm saying?
Get it in with. And it might get crazy afterwards. Niggas might not take the L. You know what I mean? Don't want you coming back.
It was a lot of pride behind the bars, and not, you know what I'm saying it's not no more. But back then, like, you know, you pull up to somebody block and wipe somebody out. You dig what I'm saying? Especially if people putting money up and stuff like that. It might get nasty out there.
Yeah.
Correct. So we gonna get into it though. Like, I just gotta ask you, like, you know, at what age did you start getting involved into rapping?
I started. I was always writing. I always had a pen. My original plan was to be a ball player. I love ball. You know what I'm saying? But I always had a knack for writing stories and poems and all type of shit. So shout out my brother Leaf Buck, man. He used to always push me. He was one of the first that heard me with the bars and was really like, yo, bro, you need to let niggas hear. He would force me to battle motherfuckers and shit like that. Like, so I would say that was around like maybe like 13, 14, you know what I mean? But I stepped into the first time I stepped into a studio was around like 16. I was in a couple groups. I was the youngest member of this group in my school. I went to 4 different high schools. So I went to Delaware, William Penn, King, and I went to Delville, William Penn, King, and Roxborough. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I was all, that's how every school I had, by the time I went to high school, the bars I was spitting by then. So that's how I met a lot of people jumping in all these different schools. But I was in a group at Del Valle. I forgot the name of the group, man. It's been so long, but I was the youngest member. Then I was in a group. I don't know if you remember a cat from back the jungle. His name was Hollywood.
I remember Hollywood. We talking about the La La record era. Yeah, I remember Hollywood.
He had a DVD. It was called Drama Squad. It was a group called Drama Squad.
I remember Drama Squad, bro. I remember that.
Squad. I was a part of Drama Squad I was the youngest member over there. So, you know, that's like 16, 17. And that's my first time really going into the booth, understanding, you know, song structure and, you know what I mean, how to put my verses to the beats and ride the track right, and you know what I mean, and song concept and all that, and performing, hitting the stage. Before that, it was all just raw talent, just spitting in the streets, you know, might be battling, might be ciphering, whatever. But when I really started to take it serious and say, yo, this is something that, you know, I could see myself doing, making some bread off of, feed my family, that was like 16, 17, man. Yeah.
That's heavy, man. I didn't know that. And shout out to Hollywood too.
Hollywood, man. Hollywood was a beast, man.
Yeah, like I don't know exactly what's going on with him now, but I remember hearing that he had got caught up in like a serious case. I don't know if he ever came home.
Yeah.
The situation was. I think
he's home now, and I actually think he's doing like, last thing I seen, I think he's doing like a vegan restaurant type of situation.
Oh, that's heavy.
But Hollywood was crazy. He had it rolling, and he definitely showed me love as a pup. He was one person that, you know what I mean, that mentored me coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he even ended up linking with Free for a second. They linked up and was doing something crazy. And, you know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Man, you took it back right there. I remember, you know, he played the jungle heavy.
He was jungle
like that.
And yo, you know what's crazy too? Where he was recording, when we used to record, we used to go to Team PB. Now, Team PB turned into Batcave. Before it was Batcave, it was Team PB.
So I know that.
Batcave, Rug, and P Funk. You know what I mean? They can stamp this. They know I used to be in there running around on some young boy shit, killing shit. But Hollywood had the wave at that time. But it was Team PB back then, man. And they studio was Uptown, man. Right back before you got to 5th Street, like back there on one of them little back blocks. And, you know, it was a lot of heavy people coming in and out of there. Nina Ross and, you know, some of the figures used to be running in and out of there. Gil would be in there. And, you know what I mean? A lot of people was coming through there dropping bangers. But, yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, Twizz, listen. All these guys, man, listen, man. You going to get some stories tonight, man. Real rap.
That's heavy, man. You know, and then, you know, I'm just going to carry on, man. You got me turned up right now, man. It's like this. So, all right, so you began rapping around 13, 14. You know, you was running around, I'm saying, linked up with Hollywood and, you know, things of that nature. From there on out, like, you know, can you explain, like, some of the rappers that we know from the city of Philly that you cross paths with? You know what I mean?
Oh, man, that's a beautiful question, man. And, you know, even before I dive into this, I want to let it be known, man. In my era, like I said, man, you know, with none of this social media stuff, man, you know, cats that had a name and had a buzz, man, I felt like all these cats were special in their own right, was titans, was giants, you know what I mean? Whether they still doing their thing now or they fell back or they may not be here, God bless the dead, or they doing some time, you know what I mean? All of them was giants, man. And whether we battled or we ciphered or we connected and did tracks, you know, I have respect for all they pens, and I'm pretty sure they have respect for mine. But it's numerous of them, man. Like I said, Hollywood. Like I said, Cassidy was up the street from me, so I'm from Uptown and Rugby. Cass is from Limekiln Pike and Providence, so street turns into Limekiln Pike. So that would be like a 4 or 5 block radius. Me and Cass lived from each other. So I had a homie that lived on Cassidy block, and you know, I used to go up there. We be doing our little thing on Providence Street, you know, whatever we doing, hustling, whatever we doing. And you know, Cass would be out there. Mind you, this Cass, he popping. He hotel, the joint with R. Kelly, all that. He him, but he's still in the hood doing his little thing, you know. So long story short, you know, one night he out there, you know, with a couple of his homies and my man, of course, you know, I'm only rapper in the crew. A lot of us rap, but I was the one that Cass was putting the ticket on, like, yo, you gonna be the one that's gonna really, you know what I mean? So my man, like, yo, my man rap, whatever. So Cass, like, man, young boy, you know, yeah, I'm a young boy, but you know, I'm still ready. I got bars. He like, all right, well, my man over here got bars. I forget his man name, man, but we end up going at it a couple rounds. I smoke him real quick, and Cass feeling, you know, he feeling the vibes, he feeling the energy, like, damn, young boy, you nice, whatever, woo, woo, woo. So, you know, after that, I would see him in the hood, little situations like that. And, you know, he was like, you know, one day my man called my crib. He like, yo, come up here, Cass want to talk to you. I'm like, man, you bullshit. I ain't. He like, no, for real. So Cass get on the phone. He like, yo, youngin, come up here real quick. I go, all right, bet. I shoot up there real quick. He like, yo, listen, you know, and this is crazy. Me being young, Twizz. He like, yo, listen, you know, I'm, you know, this around the time I think he was like, I don't know if it might have been Petey or the Gunners. He had some type of little beef, and somebody threw a crazy shot like, nigga, what you from Mount Airy or something? Nigga, what you all got grass and trees? I don't know if it was Crack or the Gunners, don't quote me, but he was going at it with somebody. So he was like, you know, yeah, you know, I'm worrying about the big guys in the game, the 50s and the Jay-Z's and the this and the that. And, you know, I had this one bar I said back then. It was something like, you know, big gun hit you from around the corner, some shit. He would always say it when he seen me. So he like, young boy, I'm starting a little group. I want to start a group of some young niggas. And I want to put you. He said me. It was somebody, my man, his name was Sean Pitt, but I don't know what he was going by at the time. He had a different rap name at the time. And I think he wanted Cicero. You remember Cicero?
Remember Sis.
Me and Sis had a crazy battle. I'm gonna get to that. Me and Sis had a crazy battle.
Dang.
You know I mean, but yeah. And he was like a couple other dudes, but he wanted to start a group. And I'm like, damn, this nigga. You know what I mean? And I'm like, hey, Cass, listen, at the time I had my own little group, me and my guys. So I'm like, hey, Cass, listen, I can't do no group, nothing group wise, but I could do some solo shit with you, but I can't really do no group shit because I already got my little team. And I pulled a Ralph Tresvant new edition on them. Like, I can't do nothing without the boys. You feel me?
Yeah.
And, you know, and after that, I would say, like, bro, maybe like a month later, that's when that situation happened, when he had to go up and do that little time and all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So who knows what would have happened if I would have been like, all right, yeah, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? That could have took me down a whole different route, but either which way, it was still love to know that the nigga Cass had me on his radar. You know what I'm saying?
That's
but Cass, Chic and VOD, man. Me and VOD had a crazy cipher one time. So I went to King. The year I was going to King, they had a central. If you had to go to summer school, you had to go to Central. So, you know, I was in summer school that year. I had to go to summer school that year. So I'm at Central High. We had to go to Central. So it was a nice Central day, you know what I mean? Sunny day out. Woo, 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 woo. The let out crazy. So I don't know how it started. And somebody out there got this tape, man. Somebody got the footage, man. I hope it surfaces one day, man. So a cipher jump off, Twizz. So, you know, I'm ready to go. By then I'm making my bones. I'm creating a name for myself. Mind you, these ciphers, these battles, all this is creating a name for me. You know what I mean? Because before I was selling 215, I went by D Bills. You know what I'm saying? So I'm creating my buzz this way. You know what I mean? It's no social media. This is how you had to create your buzz, by really being outside.
Facts.
So, you know, all I know is, you know, I'm killing the cipher. I'm tearing this shit up, Twizz. I'm tearing this shit up. So Vodka and Chic come up. Now, me and Chic had a little previous history. I'm going to get to that, but I want to tell you about your man Vodka. This boy Vodka come up, right? And I'm like, all right, I see the boy Chic. I already know who he is. Cool. Here, I ain't, and this is man. I think I might have seen him on the joint, but then let me see what he talk. I don't even know if the 2 Raw joint was even out yet. You know what I mean? But this bull right here, he spit some shit. All I remember he said, when you in jail, only person you can trust is your knife. I'm talking about he going off. And he only spit like 2 joints. And I'm looking like, yo, Vodka might just be one of the nicest niggas ever, man.
Yeah.
I'm talking about wordplay, delivery, like the shit, the way he put his pieces shit together. Shout out Vodka, man. Because we just was in the top 10 rappers that my man EA Back to the Basics. Shout out EA Back to the Basics.
Definitely.
Legend. You know what I mean? He just put
a legend.
The top 10 cipher. And Vok was one of the people. I was in there. It was me, Vok, Enes, my nigga Bruno Brown. Shout out Bruno Brown, another Uptown legend. You know what I'm saying? Other cats, but Vok was crazy. Chic was another guy. Now, how me and Chic bumped cross paths. I had a homie, man, and anybody watching this and they know this person, they gonna be able to stamp this. It was somebody back in the day. Now, you know, outside of hip hop, outside of rap, in the early 2000s, you had them little breakdancing groups in Philly running around like and all the groups, you know what I mean? So I knew one of the members. He was my man cousin, my man Goat. He used to dance and he used to make clothes and all that different shit like that. And I think he went to Germantown. Now Chic and I went to Germantown. I went to King. So you know, back in the day, that was like oil and vinegar. It was all the way down to the Thanksgiving game. You know, we play each other at the Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? But it was mutual respect, but it was still like, nah, man, y'all Mount Airy, we Germantown. It's just, it just ain't that. And it's crazy. It's so crazy. They end up coming together. And, you know, when Germantown closed down, King and they end up merging and winning the chip. You know what I'm saying? Which is so dope to me. But, you know, anyway, my man used to run around with the camcorder or whatever. So he bringing the camcorder to my man crib. So we letting us spit. And I guess he taking it back G-Town and spicing it up. Like, yeah, these niggas back here talking crazy. Ooh. So Cheek get on the joint. And I mind you, my name D Bills back then, dollar bills. So Cheek said some fly shit. He said some shit on there. I forget how he put it together, but he said something, dollar, something, the way he pieced it together. So here come Goat spicing it up. Damn, he come at you. So I fire back on my little joint. He come back, we fire back, boom. So now that's on tape on little VHS joint. And then boom, we meet at the motherfucking at the Central High School joint. That Cheek spit that day. He spit some crazy shit too. Like Cheek to me, bro, she probably in my top 5. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy. Easy. And the one day when we was ready, it was ready to go down. I think he might have been with his folks, and they stopped past the little store on the corner of my block on Uptown Rugby. You know, that's the main store in back there. So, you know, on the main strip, niggas hop out, get they Dutches, they little drinks, whatever, when they riding past. And my man run down to the crib, come get me. You know, Cheek and I'm out there. I just see Cheek, woo, 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 woo. Niggas trying to spice it up so bad for us to go at it. I'm like, bro, come on, we down there. Cheek, like, listen, Cheek kept it all the way G, like, dollar, man, you know, I fuck with you. You one of the nicest niggas, but if we gonna do it, we gotta do it for that. We gotta do it for real. We gotta do it for that paper. And I respected Cheek pen so much. I'm like, hey, Cheek, man, we could keep letting niggas hype this shit up, or we could do some shit together and fuck the whole town up. You know what I'm saying? And niggas uptown will love that. And he said, yo, we gotta make it happen. And I think he ended up, you know, I think Cheek might have, when he went up for a little minute.
Yeah, he caught that Fed case.
Yeah, he caught a little case and went up for a little minute. Cheek was off the scene for a minute, man.
Yeah.
And even when he came back, his wave was still crazy, man. But we never got a chance. I'm still trying to make that record happen. So Cheek, if you see this dollar, man, it's D Bills, man. Listen, man, we still got to make that happen, man. But one of my top 5, easy, man. Cheek, what he did for Uptown hip hop can never be replaced, man. Legendary, man.
That's a
You know what I'm
fact.
saying? It's look, no, you can't take that away, man. They helped put Uptown hip hop on the map, man.
Bro, one of the two most legendary freestyles, bro, was them two Raw for
Man,
the Streets Johns, and that was Cheek Raw with the Owen Hart John.
it just ain't like in that Cutlass Sierra.
Yeah, that John hit. That John hit completely different.
Like
You had,
AI with a bowl cut. Like, what are
yeah,
we talking about
yeah,
here?
like then Vok with the show off. It's like, bro, like, man, listen, bro, that it was different. Then you seen the alleyway John with Cheek, and then
And
you know what I'm saying, it was just crazy back then, because
it's so crazy because I think that it was the freestyle when Cheek had the motherfucking, his hat was black and it was backwards and he might have had the bubble jacket on.
yeah, remember the quoted Johns used to rock back in
Yeah,
the day.
yeah, the OPP.
Yeah,
And Vok was up there with him and Vok was stamping it like, yo, this boy, if you look in the back, it's a boy that's spitting all the bars. And that was my man Brand. He used to go to King. You know what I'm saying? I think that might even been Cheek cousin, but he used to always come to school and be telling me like, yo, man, I'm telling you, Cheek, you hot dollar, but you know my cousin hot as shit too. And when we finally seen him on that tape, it was good to see that, because it was like, you know, when you got that homie that's just like, yo, nobody fucking with my man.
yeah.
He felt about Cheek and he knew every bar. You see him in the back. He on his calm shit, but he's spitting every bar.
Yeah.
Cheek is different, man. He's still different, man. He's still different. He give me that, you know, that locks, that you know what I'm saying, that Griselda,
Yeah.
Philly flavor.
Yeah,
You know, he could easily fit in with any one of them regimes, man.
yeah, he like the ex of Philly, bro. It's like,
Yeah.
and also, man, shout out to NH, but you know, Cheek was like the original aggressive.
Oh man, look,
In the original aggressive spitter on them DVDs. You dig what I'm saying? Like,
and then not to mention, he ends up, you know, starting, you know, founding a member of a legendary group in the city. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
The Shotters was legendary.
bro. Come on, bro. The Shotters, bro.
Yeah,
oh man.
Shout out Plus Tax. Me and Plus Tax had a legendary battle in Roxborough. That's my guy today. Shout out Bucks. Me and Bucks sparred in Del Valley. He just come home. He tearing shit up. I talked to him a couple days ago on the gram. Told him welcome back to the world, man. He said he gonna come check me out. He is a Viking. I remember him from back. I was at Del Valle off of Wayne Ave, man. He was giving it up back then, man. He really about his work out here. You feel me?
Bucks was the only nigga I know that when that girl, you know what I'm saying, at the time, like I'm talking about a young nigga too, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, he, you know, and that joint was fire. It's
but
like,
you know what it was, Twizz? It was our time. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say in that post I put up earlier. You know,
yeah,
take nothing from the OGs, not to take nothing from the figures and
yeah. The competitional joint,
like Iced Out, and you know what I mean, and Diamond District and all them, you know, legendary groups that raised us. But when our time came, it was our time.
It's like this, like, you know, shout out to State Prop, man. Shout out to the figures and those that done it before us. But when we saw them, they gave us hope. But when that DVD era hit, bro, that really gave us hope. Cause it's like, you know, niggas is doing this from their hoods, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Niggas with celebrities.
Whole surgeons, man. And I like to call it the new Philly, man. Whether it was a person like a Meek Mill who came from that era and took it all the way to the top floor, and now he's mainstream, or whether it's a cat like a Son of the 215 or Bucks that's still putting in underground work and legendary in their city and got the potential to break through and go mainstream. It brought you a whole new element of MCs, and not for nothing, the OGs respect that. You know what I mean? The real OGs and the ones that know how it was for them, they respect that, and they open doors for us, and they jump on tracks with us, and they stamp it. But you know, to get back to what you were saying, man, like I named a lot of them, but it's a lot more, man. Me and NH had a legendary joint one time. I think it was like 8 Ball Studio, some eight something. But NH, when I first time I heard H, he was a Viking. he was a Viking, you know what I mean? So many of them, man. Shout out Stax Ruger, man. Stax Ruger, my guy.
Shout out Stacks.
Rest in peace to Spinach, man. Listen, man, this how y'all know how real I'm keeping it. How many of y'all remember the 64 mic battle, man? That
Oh,
DJ
man.
used to do, man. Rest in peace, DJ Big Philly, man. The 64 mics, man.
Rest in
I
peace.
I was in the first 64 mics, John. I went to the finals, man. I was one of the cats that had to come back for the second joint, man. And you know, I should have went to the chip in the second joint, man. But who won the second joint was Spinach, man. I was there that night too.
Was that the joint where they used to be like on the stage or something like that?
There you go.
Yeah, I think that's the joint. I think that's the joint where like a lot of people don't know. If I'm not mistaken, that same event, that's the joint where Spinach actually battled Dark Low. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I was there the night Spinach won the second joint. I'm talking about he was on a tear. Like he was Spinach, and me and Spinach went at it when I was a young buck. Somebody from my hood was his cousin, so he was up my hood one day, and you know I'm a young boy, and he like, young boy, man, spit some shit for my cousin. Mind you, we all knew at the time who the Figures was, and we all knew it was. I don't know if he was a part of the Figures or it was a rumor that he was affiliated with the Figures, but Spinach already had a buzz at a young nigga age. So once I understand and realize who I'm battling, going at it with, I'm into star mode now because I just want to hear the nigga spit. Like, oh damn, this nigga that's with the Figures. Like, I don't give a fuck about this battle no more. I'm trying to study this nigga style real quick. Like, Spinach was him, man, and it's fucked that we lost Spinach, man. Rest in peace, Spinach, a giant, and my brother, a giant. We had a couple legendary joints. It was a joint when it was me, him, and I think Tech 9. We was all at a studio and we was just giving bars up. But yeah, Spinach was different, man. He was a GOAT, man. You know what I mean? And you know, a lot of cats from that era, man, and the ones that's still around and still giving it up, man. You know what I mean? They all got my salute, man. I'm fans of all them guys. Sis, man. Me and Sis. I'm gonna tell you this last story about Sis, right? Sis, Sis came, so you know, Sis ended up moving uptown. He was moved uptown, right?
That's a fact.
Yeah. Right. I ain't gonna give you nothing but the facts, Twizz. Yeah. Listen, he moved uptown, right? So this how me and Sis become tight. Sis come uptown, Sis, and this is Sis when he was no fucking joke, you hear me? Don't ever think Sis was a fucking problem. He came uptown and he talking spicy, Twizz. I'll battle anybody. He a Philly playground, get whoever. So I get the phone call. One of my homies back there, they like, yo, bro, somebody up Simon talking about they clean. Anybody clock up here? Like, where you at? Bro, I'll be there in 10 minutes. Mind you, I'm back Mount Airy. So we got to walk down Wolfston and all that to get to Simon's. Me and my couple of my homies, we march back there. So I see main man, you know, he a little short, got the jersey on and all that. I'm looking like, all right, I'm gonna clean his clock. He starts spitting. I'm like, oh shit. This like a motherfucker, like, you know, like a Cass 2.0 out this motherfucker. You feel me?
Facts.
And you know, he like to say, I won the joint. I like to say he won the joint. But after that, bro, we had nothing but love for each other, man. Me and Sis used to kick it all the time. He'd come back to hood, smoke with me. We write, do a little fly shit. We did a couple records together and all that different shit like that. That's when him and Rico had a group together with Sis and Reek.
Yeah.
You know, C and R, some shit like that. But they was a crazy little tag team. But man, there's a lot of us, man. It was a lot of them, man, I crossed paths with, man. And you know, all them guys, man. I hope all of them doing good and still carrying it and still putting on, because they all legends in my book. You feel me?
Definitely. That's heavy, man. I gotta ask you, how do you feel about, you know, people from the golden era getting involved in the modern day era of battle rap?
I mean, tell you the truth, bro. Now here's how I feel. That's a great question. Tell you the truth, because I see, like, I think Creed just jumped back in the ring.
Yeah, Hollow Man just jumped back in. I don't know if Creed did, but I
Creed
know Hollow.
jumped back. Oh, it was Hollow Man.
Yeah, Hollow Man just battled. What's his name from New York? I can't think of his name off top, but yeah,
it was
Hollow
H-Man.
Man.
Listen. I feel like cats from that era, DVD era, our era, like, we battle tested, bro. Like, you know what I mean? We a different type of battle rapper, but I feel like we could adapt in that lane, but of course now it's different. You know what I mean? I always say it like this. It's Philly battle rap, and then it's the battle rap culture. You know what I mean? Philly battle rap to us outbar me, bro. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Beat on, no beat. It was that Cass and Free tape. It was that Hollow Man and E-Ness situation. It was, Meek and Reed going at dumb type battles. Like, we was right at you. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So them guys making the transition into this new battle wave. I feel like my Philly guys, man, I feel like, we can adapt to any environment. You know what I'm saying? And so it's a win-win. I don't see nothing bad in it, because the worst that can happen is you take a crazy L and it might tarnish your jacket a little bit, but you still is who you are. That's the only thing you gotta be kind of, because a couple cats trying to get me to step back in the ring. Couple cats, you know what I'm saying? And me being a businessman and being, that I made this transition into being a dope artist, I'm like, bro, it got to be for the right situation. It got to be the right opponent. It got to be the right bag. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I mean? We building our careers over here. But this battle rap culture is feeding families. You feel me? Cats is getting major bags off of this.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They're getting major bags off of it. And it's cats that's emerging from our city that's doing them. You got cats like, Easy and K Walker, of course, E-Ness. E-Ness, he done survived all eras of the battle rap.
Bro, who you telling, bro?
You feel me?
Never stop, bro. Never
stopped, never took his foot off the gas, man. Shout out my big brother E-Ness, man. We got plenty records together, man. That's my dog. And so to me, man, I feel like if it's any rappers throughout the US and any city or state that can make that transition from street battle rap to the battle rap culture, it would be the Philly rapper, man. It would be us, man. I feel like we battle tested, man. I feel like you put us in any environment, we gonna adapt, man. You know what I mean? So NH, Chic, Raw, you know what I'm saying? Bucks, you know what I mean? All them cats we just was talking about. I can see any of them getting in the ring, and you gonna give them guys time to prepare.
Definitely.
Murder She Wrote, man.
And shout out to all of them, and shout out to Bucks, man, for dropping that diss track, man, going at him, because that set up a whole nother lane right there.
Bucks just dropped a crazy assault, and nigga, that's how we carrying it too, man.
Yes.
Yeah, I was talking to him about that, man. That's the energy we need, man. Like, when it come to us, man, it's us versus anybody, man. I'm glad my man phone and shut it off, man. Like, yeah, that's how we feel. I love that time. You feel me? Ain't nobody fucking with us. You know what I mean? Go get whoever y'all want to go get. Bring them on down, however y'all want to do it. And you know what I mean? And because that's how really remember, if you remember, Star used to be taking niggas all around.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
Reed tearing niggas' heads off. Shout out my old head Shellyano tearing niggas' heads off.
Definitely.
And so, yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. I mean, listen, man, I ain't mad at it, man. If that's what cats feel like they gotta do, man, then do it at the highest level, man. Do it at the highest level and get that money, man.
That's a fact. That's heavy. So I just want to, move on a little bit, man. You've been working. You rub shoulders with a lot of people, man. Salute to you, definitely.
Thank you, my bro.
For sure, man. You're welcome, bro. I just gotta ask you, man. How did the situation become with you and Freeway, man? Philadelphia Freeway.
Oh man, a legend from that era, man. Mind you, man, it's so crazy with Free. and I'm gonna give you the rundown, but I gotta give my man his flowers always. It's so crazy with Free because my man had to remind me, my brother Buck, he was like, yo, bro, you remember when we was growing up? Of course, state property was everything to us, man. Like, between the figures and them, you know what I mean? And shout out the figures too, man. I gotta shout them out too. Get them they flowers, man. I got records with Dutchy, man. Records with Spado. See Spade all the time. They legends, man. They was the figures and the prop really gave us that window. Like, yo, y'all niggas can take this shit and do it on a national level. Get money, feed your family, put on for the city, put on for Philly, put on for your hood, and never got to go back to the block off of this shit. So that's number one for them. I remember walking to the Shawham Mall and buying the first state property album and going to the movie to see the movie and with my state prop jacket and shit on. Like, real. You know what I mean? With the little hidden pocket, had my weed in the little hidden pocket. You know what I'm saying? So
state prop was different. That gear was different, bro.
That era was love, man. It's like Siegel said. What he said, it was just me and the answer. Like, that was crazy. But my man had to remind me, he said, yo, you remember Free was always your favorite one. I was like, yo, I remember that. I bought Philadelphia Freeway, the album. It came out the year I graduated high school, man. You know what I'm saying? So that was like the soundtrack of my summer, and I'm coming into manhood. I'm coming out of school, really ready to hop off the steps and go full blast out here. And I was banging that Free shit, you know what I'm saying? But long story short, and it's so crazy because there's so many times we crossed paths. Like, but it was when we really locked in, it was a show that I was doing in Atlanta in A3C. I think this was like 2019. So I'm in Atlanta. I got booked to do a show down there for the A3C festival or whatever. So I'm one of the opening acts. Free is the headliner. So, you know, I come out, I do my thing, I smoke it. You know what I mean? Now I'm in fan mode because, you know, Free in the building, Philly in the building. It's my first time ever seeing him perform live and all that. So I get my little drink. I done did my thing. Now I can chill. So he get up there. He start tearing the shit up. He doing all the bangers. But he ain't do What We Do Is Wrong yet, Twizz. So I'm in the joint snapping like, damn, we in Atlanta, Philly in the building. I know he gonna do What We Do Is Wrong. So I'm snapping, Twizz. I'm drunk. I need to hear what we do. I keep saying that shit. I need to hear what we do. So he must have heard me, bro. I need to hear what we do. So he like, he giving this little speech that he give at the end of the show. So he like, hey, yo, son of the 215. I'm like, what's up, bro? He like, yo, come up here and hold me down on this jump. So I'm like, yeah, why wouldn't I? I slide right up there. You know what I mean? He go into a spill, you know what I mean? We do this shit for our kids. Still hustle till the sun come. Bro. So I'm like, no, that shit ain't just happened, bro. Pull me up on stage. Yo, son of 215, come help me out with this joint. Mind you, it's 50 other artists in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? For him to pull me up there, and I'm like, oh, shit. So, you know, of course, that lit me up. I'm hype as shit. We take some flicks. You know, I holler at him after that. Yo, young boy, you nice, man. Keep doing your thing, man. You know what I mean? We exchange information. So later on down the line, I'm putting together a project. So I'm like, damn, I had a record called State of Emergency. So I'm like, damn, who can I get on State of Emergency, man? Matter of fact, make sure y'all stream that video out and all that, man. Go check that out. But I'm like, damn, who can I get on this jump? I'm like, you know what? Time to use the Free card. So I hit Free up. You know what I mean? Had my manager reach out. Shout out Hennessy Kev. He reached out. And, you know, OG was sturdy, man. He come through, light the joint up. Boom. We shoot the video and all that. That's the first record. So we stay in, you know, locked in. So then one day I see he's starting something called Freedom Thinkers Academy. So I'm like, damn, you know, he on the gram talking, you know, crazy, like who think they got what it takes. be a freedom thinker. You know what I mean? I slide right up in the comments like, hey, OG, I think I got what it takes. So he like, no doubt. So, you know, once again, me and my manager set a little meeting up. He come through and, you know, I let him hear some records. We sit and vibe out. We eat a grub, you know, roll up, drink. And he like, yo, I love your energy, man. I love how you carrying it. I mean, you talented, man. It's a go. And hey, since then it been big FTA, man. It been FTA, man. That's my OG, man. You know what I mean? We got numerous records. I've been around the world with him, touring, doing shows. I've been on two tours, 2 or 3 tours with him. You know what I mean? I done got a chance to get closer with the other brothers of the prop. You know, shout out Siegel. That's my guy, man. You know, Mac, man. That's Uncle Mac Mittens, man. And, listen, bro, I'll give you this story. The first time I meet Mac, I'm doing a show with Free. We out Buffalo, New York. We up where Benny and I'm from. Okay. So, you know, I'm in the hotel room kicking it with Free or whatever. Me and my man, my manager or whatever. So Beans come in the room. Mind you, it's my first time meeting Beans. I done seen him in the city, you know what I mean, in passing and shit like that. This is our first time being in a room, chilling, you know, getting ready to build a rapport with a nigga. So he come in the room. I'm playing it smooth on some thorough shit, but that's still in my head. I'm like, damn, that's Mac. Like, what the fuck's going on? Yeah. He like, so this what Free do, bro. He say, hey, yo, Mac, yo, this my young boy, son of 215, man. You gotta do a record with him. He said, hey, yo, son, man, playing the State of Emergency jump. So I start playing in the jump, boom, whatever. So Free, you get the Free part. He like, he bobbing. Free like, yeah, we killed this shit. So we get to like the end. You know how the end of the song still got some beat on there. He start freestyling to it. State of Emergency. Leah T. Burgundy. I'm like, yo. That show you how solid Free is, though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And how thorough and sturdy Mac is. And then this shows with Mac, man. I've been out all over places rocking out with them niggas. Redden, PA, Atlanta, you know, Jersey. All we just did it, John. We just did it, John, about fucking and Redden. It was me, Free, and Mac, and I think the nigga Quilly might have popped out too, man, and did his thing. But that shit was crazy. And you know, shout out Gunna thoroughly shit. Crack. You know what I mean? Me, Free, and Crack got a record together called Street Bangers Part 2. Go check that out. Shout out Ravis Beats, produced the joint. Crack is thoroughest of the thoroughest, man. Like, definitely. All them niggas is thorough. Shout out Spark. Shout out man. Yeah, the 20th anniversary for the album, Philadelphia Freeway. You know, we sold out the Fillmore, man, and I got to open up in front of a crowd of 1,500. Damn, that shit was crazy, man.
That's heavy.
Crazy, man. Footage all on the gram and all that, man. And you know, and at the end of the night, he bring everybody on stage, shout everybody out. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Kiss was in the building. You know what I'm saying? Drama was in the building. Just Blaze. You know what I mean? Miss Jade, all the prop up, and it was a legendary night, man. And only thing I can say about Free, man, that's my brother. It's my old head. I love him, man. This shit deeper than rap, man. He done opened doors for me. You know what I mean? It definitely took my career to another level. You know what I'm saying? Got me more fan base and a broader audience just doing the record with him. And this is something for these younger artists that, you know, in the streaming world, just doing the record with him. Once I uploaded that shit on all platforms and all that different shit, it brought me a wave of new fans that, you know what I mean, that listen to him and his style of hip hop. You feel me? I done had people DM me and hit me up like, yo, bro, like, I'm trying to get you on this, that. And I'm like, well, damn, how you find me? I was on my Spotify and the joint with you and Free came on and y'all fucking with you. Woo, 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 woo. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was saying earlier about the OGs that, you know, reach back and open the door and appreciate the next era. That's how you supposed to do it. You feel me? That's how you supposed to do it. You know what I mean? That's keeping the shit going and you know, keeping your city lit. That show you a real boss. You can put your cell phone, but can you make the nigga next to you pop? You feel me?
Yeah, that's heavy.
Free a special dude, man. So shout out my man.
And that's what I mean.
Guy.
Yeah, I didn't mean to cut you off, and that's what make you, you know, to be a legend. You dig what I'm saying? To, you know, extend their hands, you know, to spread, you know what I'm saying, spread them roots out, man. And I just want to ask you, like, could you elaborate more to the people on what the Freedom Thinkers Academy is? Because you know, it's deeper than just a record label. Can you, you know, let the people know, you know what I'm saying, what's up with the Freedom Thinkers Academy?
Yes, sir, Twizz, no doubt, man. That's a dope ass question, and thank you for, you know, giving me opportunity to explain that to the people. So Freedom Thinkers Academy is music, it's health, it's education, and it's culture. So of course, you know, the music department, you got the bearded legend, Philadelphia Freeway. Then you got artists like myself, a lot of other dope artists that he working with, you know what I mean, in the city and around the globe. Then you got, you know, the health. He's a part of the whole Kidney Advocate Foundation. He a celebrity ambassador. He go around the world speaking about that because, of course, he had his own struggles with that and survived that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You got the education where he's doing different, you know, workforce programs where you got classes you can sign up for phlebotomy if you're in the health field. He just started the engineering class. So if you want to do music and you want to learn how to mix and master and engineer, you got that going on. And then, you know, the culture, man. And like my OG say, we are the culture. You feel me? So it's music, health, education, and culture. And we got merchandising, man. We tapping into the movies, man. We doing soundtracks, man. We got a lot going on, man.
That's
we got a lot going on, man. FTA, man. Freedom Thinkers Academy. Y'all ever want to learn more about it and see what we got going on, tap into the website, man, freedomthinkersacademy.com, www.freedomthinkersacademy.com, man. Music, health, education, and culture. OG is the captain. He leading the way, and nobody better to do it, man. Come on, man. This boy, Rockefeller alumni, state property alumni. Not only did he do it with the prop, part of a legendary group who, in my eyes, is one of the best groups ever in hip hop. They need to get more, you know, accolades as a group. You know what I mean? They one of the best groups ever in hip hop. A lot of people don't give them the accolades for that. We know that in Philly.
That's a fact.
Like around the world, man, when that rock the mic and can't won't stop and all that. And come on, man. The prop had the shit. They like the Philly Woo. You feel me?
Man, we talking about a group of young men that came from the trenches and was able to hold their own with Jay-Z on every track that they had together. It was never nothing on there where they can be like, you know, oh no, Free ain't carry it, or O ain't carry it, C ain't carry it. Man, listen, bro.
Never. And the way it pieced together, you got, you know, I think maybe Mac and Free might have known each other for a while, or Free and Petey, or Owen or Owen Sparks, or however that would go, but they all didn't know each other at the same time. For them to come together and gel like that,
forever,
and still sharp and still, and then, you know, for Petey to come on the intel of it, and he become part of the group, and he become the monster that he is and was and still is. Like, Petey, man, come on, man.
That's how great they was.
A crazy fact that I was watching the Drink Champs joint that Memphis Bleak did.
Yeah.
Knew that the role that Nori played in State Prop Part 2, that was supposed to be Petey.
Facts. Petey was booked.
But Petey was booked.
Yep. That's a fact.
Petey was him.
He was.
Come on, man.
He was different.
They all was crazy in their own wow. Oh, him, Sparks, Zuzu, don't do feelings. Is it Amy, Henry? Him, Neef, him, Chris. Come on, man. Gunner, crazy. Him, Mac. Need I say more? That's the Broad Street Bully. Like, them niggas was all, they the Philly Woo. The prop, man. Come on, man. Like, regardless of what happened with the breakup with Rockefeller and all that shit, man. At that time, when them niggas had it at the peak and at the top of their game, wasn't nobody fucking with them boys, man. And niggas knew that, man. And then not only was Free a part of that, but he was the one that did get the opportunity to say, all right, let me go do my dolo thing and see how that work out.
Yeah.
And put out a class, man. Class. He got a record that he can perform forever, man. Forever. To the rest of his days, he can perform what we do. Everybody knows that. My daughter know that song.
That's
and she only 8.
That's the hood anthem around the world. My kids hungry, snatch dishes off your kitchen. Come on, bro. Man. Like, different.
And then Hove come on there and he had to borrow the flow. Let me get him free. Oh, no,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
See coming on the third lane. You dig what I'm saying? Like that joint hit different. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you how it come together, man. This is what the man tell me, the man himself, man. He tell me he in the booth, he lay his verse, whatever. And he say he lay his verse. And I think he let Hove might have heard it first.
Mm-hmm.
And Hove like, oh man, I gotta get on this joint, man. So Hove come put a verse on that, put his verse, go just like that. He say, see, come in. See, hit the joint. Oh, no, I'm getting on that. And that's how that thing come together, man. Mind you, that was just Free on the joint. Classic, man.
Classic for
real moments, man.
So,
and he one of them ones, man. Of course, he a Philly legend. He a hip hop legend. Yeah. And I'm proud that that's my big bro, man. You know what I mean? And it makes sense, man. Philadelphia Freeway, son of the 215. It makes sense, man. So, Freedom Thinkers Academy, man.
So what's crazy is we spoke on State Prop. We spoke on them being legendary. And we know our era. We came up and we listened to them. But one thing I noticed is we got a lot of spitters in the city that's hot. But one thing about you, bro, I seen you get on them stages, bro, and tear them stages down. I seen you on there dolo. I seen you on there with Freeway on the stage. And you always had like a special energy to you where you get that crowd turned up, bro. Like,
thank you, bro.
For sure, bro. Can you tell the people, like, how is it not only to be able to get on stage and get the reaction that you get, but to be able to be standing next to a legend like Free and still get attention? Like, you on there with Free and everybody not just focused on Free. When you spit in your verse, you got the people attention and they react.
Bro, it's so many layers to that, man. And just one, man. I remember one time somebody told me, man, was like, yo, bro, you got bars, but bro, you an entertainer too. You know what I mean? And that always stuck with me, man. And even early on, like in my younger days, I used to rap in these little like contests, like spring festival and winter festivals they used to have in my middle school. Like when I first was testing my little bars out, and you know what I mean? Once the first time I got over that first performance and felt the thrill of people clapping and loving what you was doing, it was something that I loved at that first moment I ever felt it. But being up on that stage now at this level of my career, like I said, it's layers, man. You might go somewhere where, I'm doing a show in Philly and people come out and they know me and I'm here and they feel good to see people rocking out and knowing the songs and enjoying the music. But I might go somewhere where, like, one time, for example, I did a show with Freeway in New Orleans. This is my first show I ever did with him as a freedom thinker. He asked like, yo, bro, so what you want to do? You want to do your own set? Or, I'm like, man, OG, man, you the quarterback, man. Whatever you say, do, that's what we going to do. He like, all right, so I'm going to bring you out on my set. That's what he do. Bring me out. Yo, I got my young boy in here, son of 215, Freedom Thinkers. We about to do this new record. Now, mind you, these people came to see Free. They don't even know he got his artists in the building with him. So for me to have to get up there and you know, make sure I do what I need to do to show the boss that, and I mean, I belong here, but also make these motherfuckers in this crowd who don't know me feel this shit. Come on, man. That's different, man. That's different. Twizz, that's a different ball game, man.
Yes.
And I tell these niggas all the time, man, you can have the bars. You can be the hottest nigga in America, bro. But to really be legendary and be a GOAT, you got to be clicking on all cylinders, man. Can you get up there and move that crowd? Can you give a good interview? You know what I'm saying? Can you know what I mean, stick around and take 1,000 pictures and vibe and network with the people? And this is notes that I'm taking when I'm watching Free. Like, he come off stage, he busted up, flicks, signing autographs. You got to be clicking on all cylinders. But that stage, man, that stage, man. You know, when I'm up there, bro, I just go out there with the attitude. It's like, yo, bro, like my whole thing is to make is and I learned this from Crack. He told me one day we was backstage, and this, I think this one we was at it was either the Benny the Butcher joint or Jadakiss joint. We performed at both of them, but it was out at the Queen in Wilmington, Delaware. Crack was like, yo, I pick one motherfucker out in the crowd and I just focus on them. So once I see a motherfucker in the crowd from here with it, I know I got him. You know what I mean? And I just lock in, and that shit just, it's a high, bro. It's a high. It's like you just get that. It's like a ball player. It's like when them niggas be clicking, Kobe shot clicking, when you know your shit clicking, it's like, oh, all right, I got these niggas. Now I'm about to turn this shit all the way up because I got them. You know what I'm saying? I got them. And every time to come off stage and hear Free, like, yo, bro, you killed that shit. Oh, man, you was up there killing that shit. Damn, saying, damn, bro, you rocked that shit. That be meaning more than anything, man. Like, because, you know, this nigga could be giving this opportunity to anybody. So I got to show and prove every time. And ain't no type taking my foot off of the gas, man. Anytime I'm on that stage, especially when I'm in front of the boss, it's like you had a job. You know, your supervisor walk in, you try and make sure you're doing everything the right way. Like, because, you know, I deserve this, man. And, you know, like one time we was out of Ohio. We was on this tour. You know what I mean? It was called the We Don't Love Them tour. So I remember, shout out DJ Crazy. So it was me, Free. I think Petey might have been there. Might have been Beans and Bleak too. Shout out Bleak, Myth Bleak. You know what I'm saying? Bleak, they got a show coming up in Atlanta right now. Beans, Bleak, and Free. They always doing some shit. So Free like, yo, once again, he like, son, what you want to do? I'm like, man, look, I'm like, you know, it's all on. I'm coming out on your set, OG. I'm trying to fuck with y'all. I'll talk about on your job. He like, all right, yeah, cool. Boom, boom, boom. So I tell Crazy, shout out DJ Crazy. Yeah, I mean, I tell Crazy, like, hey, Crazy, this my record. Woo, 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 and it's my time to play the record. Somehow, some way, shit get, I don't know what Crazy do. But Free like, yo, man, I got my young boy. Woo, 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 woo. Son of 215, you ready? Hey, Crazy, play that joint. Hey, Twizz, this boy look at me and say, mind you, it's a packed house. Oh, man, this type shit that you can happen, bro. So I'm like, I got 2 seconds to think. I'm like, hey, Free, man, this boy told me he ain't got the record. So Free like, man, just give him some bars. I'm like, all right, bet. I ain't gonna fold. He gonna get, I mean, they gonna get this work. I start giving him some bars, Twizz. I'm going off. I'm freestyling. I'm throwing Bleak in the joint. I'm saying all type fly shit. All I know is I go off. The crowd snapping, right? So at the end of the night, we at the back in the joint, like in a little VI joint, and you know they doing a meet and greet. Bleak and Beans and Free. They meeting people, signing, taking pics and all that. I'm chilling in the cut somewhere, and somebody walk up to me and they like, "Yo, bro, I ain't even from here. I came all the way from New York to see this joint. You was my favorite part of the show." I'm like, yeah. He like, yo, you was killing that shit, youngin. Don't stop. So, you know, I go right into work mode. Look, bro, take my social. Keep up with me, bro. I got a lot of shit out. Check the shit out. But that shit right there, bro, that stage, bro, that's where it be at, bro. That's where it's at, bro. That's where you really gotta dig in, because especially like you said, when you on the road with them niggas, I'm getting them get so many new fans and meet so many new people and connect. So when I get up there, I gotta give it. I don't give a fuck if afterwards my voice hoarse. I feel like I done ran 5 fools. I'm gonna get up there and give it my all every fucking time, bro. Every time, bro. So hey, man, that's dope that you see that, man. And you know, man,
Sure.
you the hood blogger, man. You know what's going on out here, Twizz. You know.
Sure. I'm tuned in, man. Definitely a fan, man.
Thank
And
you.
I really appreciate you, man, for
No doubt.
tapping in.
No
And
doubt.
you know, we this just the beginning, man.
This
We
the
got joints rolling. You know, we had already chopped it up, man. Definitely.
beginning, man. Look out for my man. He gonna be at the event, man. Listen, man, November the 18th, we doing something at the Grand Lux Ballroom, man. Uptown, man, right off 5th Street, down the street from 5th Street Lounge. You know what I mean? I'm dropping some new music, the new project, Midnight Train to Philly, man. It's a love story, man. You know I'm the son, so I'm gonna do something for Philly, man. The Midnight Train to Philly, Veterans Night 4. You never know who gonna be in the building, but my nigga Twizz, the hood blogger, gonna be in the building. Special invited guests. We gonna roll out the red carpet for him. Make sure he good, man. And we gonna do it up. And man, listen, man, we gonna connect a lot, man. It's my Uptown brother. Appreciate you for letting me sit down and talk to the people, because you got a crazy platform, bro. You got a crazy platform, bro. The shit that you doing, man, I love it. Don't stop. Keep pumping out the content, the stories that you be putting out. Every joint I'm watching, I'm tuned in, man. And you know, bro, we need that, bro. So you on your way, man. Do not stop. And I'm just happy, you know, we can vibe, bro. You know, I got you got our full support over here, man. No fucking doubt. We gonna get free on here too, man. We gonna line that up too, man.
Appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, man. You know how we carry it, man. And you know what I'm saying? Same here, man. Keep pushing, man. You definitely, you know what I'm saying? One of the few last lyricists, man, from the city, man. You know what I mean? You just cut different. Like I said, even stepping on the stage, or whether you giving somebody a 16, you just hear it, bro. You hear the passion, you know what I'm saying, coming from your soul, bro.
Thank
And
you, bro.
you know, for sure, man, and much love and respect always, man.
No doubt.
Y'all know how we carry it, man. This SV Twizzy, man, son of the 215 up top, man. Shout out to the whole Philly. You know what I'm saying? We kicking it during. You dig what I'm saying? Much love and respect.